Shit, who's done?
What, you're doing it, Matt.
Am I?
You got the thing in front of you.
Oh. You just make this shit up, I'm sure. Hello YouTube, RetroTug here, Ash, Matt and Kelvin. And today we're continuing our retro A to Z of retro games. We're playing Batman on the NES.
Batman.
Minbat. Numtab, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, Kelvin's going to have a little bit of a playthrough. It's a classic game, quite a revolutionary game on the NES. Yeah, watch and enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to say, I love this game. I'm terrible at it, but I've got nothing but love for it. It's also one of the rare occasions where you've got a superhero game that's actually good. You know, and I'm talking, this is like, you know, obviously a long way before where you had like the Batman, Arkham City games and things like that. I mean, like the Superman games are generally pretty terrible across every console. Spider-Man's been choppy, you know, real hit or miss. So, you know, Batman's had some really good tricks. I mean, he's had some god-awful turds, but this definitely is not one of them. This is an absolute classic. I mean, it's got the wall jump mechanic, like, as you can see there. You know, it just controls so well. I mean, that doesn't take away from the fact that the difficulty is brutal. You know, there's no two ways
shit
about
hard.
it.
Me and Ash had a quick go on this, and well, we didn't get this far. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, this is as far as we got.
It's definitely one to take your time with, and as you get into it, the further you get, the more you enjoy it, I guess.
Yeah, and we just wanted to give you a taste of what the game's like.
So on that subject, a little bit more information about this game. So it was released in 1990. It was developed by Sunsoft, a Japanese game developer, and it's possibly their most famous title among a lengthy list of ports. So yeah, they nearly went bankrupt in the late 90s, but they made a bad investment in a golf course. So top tug tip, don't invest in golf courses.
I think
there you go.
Right for Trump. But you know, again, I wouldn't necessarily
he's very well liked, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, that was going to be my next point on that was, you know, don't listen too much to Trump. I was mentioning to you guys before about this game. I mean, I'm sure you can agree with me. The music on this is sublime.
Oh yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
Sunsoft have got a history of sort of good, you know, good music in their games, and this is definitely one of them. I mean, I think Sunsoft were also behind. Now, you're not going to quote me, so I'm pretty confident they're behind the Bomberman games as well.
Oh really?
Yeah. Like I say, I mean, so they've got a strong library here. But this is, you know, well, I mean, horses for courses. I mean, I love this game more than Bomberman.
It's really vibrant.
Yeah,
I think that's the one thing that I'm taking from this.
The colour palette's really good. It's like, you know, the music just captures that theme. You are Batman.
Yeah, and I mean,
and there is no greater compliment than that.
Considering that this was released in 1990 as well.
I do want to clarify that as well. When I say you are Batman, we're not talking Clooney era Batman either. This is far superior.
Michael Keaton.
Yes.
Oh, Keaton's a ledge.
Yes.
Also, I mean, as well, this has got one of those. Well, I'm just trying to think of it. Like this is pre-movie Batman as well. This isn't like based on Batman the movie. This is.
This is.
Is it?
Yeah. It's got Jack Nicholson as the Joker.
Oh, sorry, I'm thinking of the Return of the Joker. Sorry, apologies. Get my gaming facts correct, otherwise I'll get schooled.
Yeah,
but,
I think the final mission in this is the clock tower.
Yes,
yeah,
you're right. Sorry, I'm thinking of Return of the Joker.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, again, I mean that's an even greater testament to this game. In that, I mean, we can all remember how many appalling movie-based games.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It's usually used as an excuse just to, you know, cash in on loyal fans. But this, it's fantastic.
Not going anywhere there.
Drop it down. It's the best way.
Drop it like
this guy chilling, having a cigarette there.
I don't know if he was having a cigarette.
Well, he was leaning against the wall doing something.
This was the early 90s. So, I don't think they were as hot on that. You know, they're quite happy for children to be, you know, shown cigarettes.
Smoking one
how
up.
How cool they were.
Cigarettes were healthy.
I don't think they were ever healthy.
Oh, first boss fight.
Who is that?
Firefly.
Might be.
Well, maybe.
Oh, I'm getting stuffed here.
Yeah, he's pretty tough. He's pretty tough. Problem is, you can't get a shot in edgeways against him.
Okay, I'm gonna hover here
and then
hope that he
He's going to drop. He does drop down.
Yeah,
He swoops down. Oh, there you go.
There he is. Take him out a little bit at a time.
That's it. Does appear this is the golden spot.
Although is that one bit of life left?
It is indeed. I mean, but you know, one bit of life and a shit ton of skill. By standing in one space and spamming the B button, he will soon be mine.
Swoop and kill. Oh, spoke too soon.
He did indeed speak too soon. Something about pride coming before a fall there. I can't help but feel.
So you're not even having to move. It's brilliant.
Yeah, this is a AAA strategy right here.
I can see.
Yeah.
Oh, double
hit. Double.
So is there a health bar for him, or is it just a case of
whatever I choose to allow him to live?
Only got 11 more of those, though.
Yeah, I could be in trouble.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh, easy.
That's it.
Boom.
You've been Batmaned.
Exactly. I mean, it was
God,
like
look at that. Look at that.
It's Keaton era sophistication with Bale era brawn. It's a ruthless combination. So yeah, I can proudly boast that I made it through one stage. Well done, Kelvin.
Look at that.
I don't know why I'm up here or what benefit that might yield.
Well, it keeps you safe.
Yeah.
Some would go as far as saying that's cowardly.
No,
I'm inclined to agree.
It's skillful. Skillful.
Tactical.
Where did they go?
They're confused. Oh,
nice.
Raised his fist to you. He didn't get a chance though.
There's definitely going to be a bit more platforming here.
Ash, who was your favourite Batman?
Probably Michael Keaton, actually.
Yeah?
The right answer.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to the more important question. Who's your favourite Joker? Oh, the controversy.
That's easy. It's going to be Jared Leto.
I've got to say Mark Hamill, actually. I think, I think Mark Hamill brought more to the role than any of the live action.
So I'm going for cred there. No, I mean, again, it's hard to go. I love Hamill's Joker. It's hard to judge someone on a voice performance alone. You know what I mean?
But he brought so much to that.
He did.
I don't disagree that he was absolutely excellent, but I think it's a bit unfair to say because then you're into who had the best Joker voice.
I think there's also
you've got to sort of go the whole role.
Well, you say that voice acting is just a voice alone. It's
absolutely
more than that. I think he brought more than that to his performance. The personality that he brought in.
Very much so. Yeah, I agree.
I think Heath Ledger's was perhaps the most original.
Yeah.
But Nicholson had so much swagger though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He did.
But his performance to me was a bit too gangsterish for me. It was too driven in that sense. I mean, not taking anything away from his performance because it still is up there.
Absolutely rinsed here.
But
yeah, I know what you're saying. But I suppose they did tackle that as in he was going for being what it was homicide artist, was it the thing that he was
yeah.
Which but I mean there are some fabulous scenes with Nicholson. I love the one where they say about him what do you want, and he's like, my face on the dollar bill. He takes like a second to think about it. But
well, that's the thing. I think Jack Nicholson was, the gangster.
Mm-hmm. It was still very. It was very Jack Napier, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that's what they sort of based it on. But
I suppose, Heath Ledger's was the anarchist. Jared Leto's Joker was just a twat.
Well, he was going for more of the whole gangster approach as well.
But that's the thing, though, is that the clown prince of crime for me was Mark Hamill, and still is Mark Hamill. I think. No one has epitomised that more than he has.
Okay. I mean,
it's such a good game as well.
I think the thing is, the thing that I preferred about Ledger over Nicholson is that, and it's through no fault of their own, it's very much in the scripting, is that, with Ledger, he had no sort of backstory. You don't know where he's come from.
Yeah.
They tried to give Joker a backstory, which is very much against the canon. You know what I mean? It's
absolutely.
The whole point is you're not really, he's very much an enigma. You don't really know where he is. Or what he represents. That's the whole point. Having him as a sort of pseudo sort of gangster, it goes contrary to what you want, doesn't it? I suppose.
Absolutely,
yeah. then I suppose the legend they sort of played into it. You know, it was kind of they gave that mysticism back, as in, you know, so that sort of Michael Caine. You know, some people just want to watch the world burn. You know, that sort of thing. I think that sort of played very well.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, you can't be sort of reasoned with, can't be
bought, bullied.
Yeah.
I think what we should take from this is that they all bring their own unique.
Yeah, apart from Jared Leto's.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, I mean, as the only real Joker.
I so wanted them as well to go along that whole storyline of him being, what's his name, Robin.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
Jason Todd.
Jason Todd, yeah. That would have worked. That would have worked, but well, hey ho. Pauling film.
They still might.
Pauling film, generally.
I mean, there's going to be a Joker film, isn't there?
Oh really?
Yeah.
What, with Jared Leto?
Yeah, I believe so.
That's going to be.
We'll look forward to that one. Deep anticipation.
Well, having said that, it's supposedly based on the comic book The Joker by Brian Azzarello.
Oh really?
I was hoping you were saying Brian Adams then. That's what I really wanted. You know, I had this sort of vision in my mind. Yeah, and whenever I think Brian Adams, I immediately revert to the South Park. Yeah. Now, the Canadian government has apologised for Brian Adams
on numerous occasions.
Yeah, that's immediately what I revert to, and I know that's not right or correct, but it is what it is. Yeah, you can't talk about that without sort of reverting to Adams or Dion. And of course, I don't mean Dion Dublin, who I've been assured by my significant other has vastly improved in his role in Homes Under the Hammer, because of course that's what I needed to know. That's what our viewing public needs to know. How is Dion Dublin doing? I'd like to blame that death on Matt. Right, so back into the fray. Hopefully this time less embarrassingly. Oh no! That was exquisite. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be making the Gamers Hall of Fame anytime soon, these sort of performances. But not too embarrassed either. I'd like to make it past this level at least.
I think you can do that.
Is it instant death if you touch those wires?
It seems to be the case, yeah.
Well-timed batarang there.
That's it. The key to successful playing.
Oh.
Did either of you ever watch any of the original Batman series?
It's not instant death, it is.
The cartoon?
No, not the cartoon. The
Adam
West.
Adam West. Yeah, some of them,
yeah. The surfing Joker, I think, is a personal highlight for me. It's it's absolute classic.
It's another classic in its own right, isn't it?
It's interesting. We didn't mention Cesar Romero for.
No, and there's a good reason for that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, he really gets points for how over the top and outlandish he is, and I like that. It's, you know, that show's just got an amazing sort of. I don't mean this disrespectfully, like a real camp appeal. You know, it is what it is. You know, it's unashamedly camp. It's like the Batman and Robin movie.
Yeah.
That's how I see the Batman and Robin movie. Like, it is unashamedly camp, and I don't always think that's a bad thing. You know, it's got its own sort of signature style.
Yeah.
You know, and like I say, if you take it for just sort of fun way to spend half an hour, well, 2 hours, but which is a bit more grating. But yeah, I mean, in regards to that, it's, if you take it as that, it's a bit more bearable, and I find it hilarious. You know, I do both the Adam West show and Batman and Robin, more interestingly, which hilariously I think was voted Empire Film's worst film of all time. Which, you know, it's quite
that's a total
quite an achievement.
Yeah, I know, but I don't understand how it's got Arnie in it. So, you know, that's an oxymoron. A terrible Arnie film. Something doesn't work there for me.
I think it's fair to say it wasn't terrible because of him.
No. it couldn't be.
It's impossible.
There is, you know, I don't think anyone would disagree. There is some grade A punning in there.
There is. I mean,
everything.
Time to cool off.
There are literally, I could go on like a 2 to 3 minute rant on every single thing he says in that film. You know, you're not sending me to the cooler. Revenge is a dish best served cold.
Nice to see you.
Yes, absolutely. Allow me to break the ice.
Time to kick some eyes.
Time to kick some eyes. That's exactly it. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. Yeah, it's dreadful but hilarious in every sense of the word. It's so good. You know. So yeah, Arnie, amazing. And they give a really detailed character analysis of Bane in that film as well. For all of you who want to know what Bane's really about, watch Batman and Robin.
I don't actually remember Bane.
Would you agree with me on that, Ash?
Yeah. I'd say it's pretty accurate.
He's literally, if you watch it, he's with Poison Ivy, and he's just some massive hulking sort of steroid pumped sort of you know, super strong man, which, you know, has some validity in Bane, but he is much more than that. You know, I think anyone would agree.
Yeah.
You know, he's very complex.
He's
and
deep.
cerebral.
He's very deep.
Yeah, exactly.
Having said that, I don't like what they did to Bane in the Christopher Nolan film.
No?
No, not at all.
Not a Tom Hardy fan.
No, I like Tom Hardy. I respect him as an actor, but I just don't like what Christopher Nolan did to Bane.
He had a wonderful sheepskin jacket.
Turned him into a sissy, basically, that fell in love with a woman.
Ugh.
You know, that's not Bane.
I know your objections to love, Ash, but, you know, if you could keep them out of the videos, that'd be great.
He's all about cold-heartedness.
Absolutely. I mean,
pain and misery.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we have merely, you know, experienced the dark. It's Ash was born, you know, lived in it, you know, it's grown in it. It's home. And by the dark, he means exposing any of his feelings at any time.
You know me so well.
Yeah, I don't think that's an unfair reflection of you as a person. That is, I mean, his voice was excellent. I love the voice. Yeah. I don't think it's bad. Again, whether you like him or not, I do get what you're saying about it. It's not true to his character as such, but I still liked Hardy as it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I think I would have wanted to see a bit more animation in his, because, you know, he's meant to be fucking huge, isn't he?
Yeah, and
huge.
He was pretty big.
Yeah, but not big enough.
Oh, by animation you mean like CGI?
Well, I don't think. Yeah,
no,
CGI. I think, you know, if you're going to pick someone to play Bane, I would have gone for, you know, World's Strongest Man sort of.
What you want?
Kind of thing.
Are you're looking at sort of Mr. Olympia, are you? That's
yeah.
You basically want Arnie. And I agree. That's the right choice.
No, I'm not talking about Mr. Olympia. I'm talking about World's Strongest Man, as in.
What, you want Eddie Hall to play Bane? I don't think Eddie Hall would be a good Bane.
I think he would.
I think Eddie Hall would be more of a, you know, juggernaut. In the Vinnie Jones sense.
What if you had Eddie Hall, but the voice of Tom Hardy?
That could work.
Because he's wearing a mask.
Are you thinking like
he's wearing a mask.
Are you thinking like a Darth Vader sort of move here, like James L. Jones?
Yes, yeah. Instead of the David Prowse,
who had famously had a very Somerset accent.
You're a part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor.
You are a traitor with the Rebel Alliance. Yes, absolutely. You are a traitor with the Somerset Farmers Union. You know, it's very. Yeah, it wouldn't have worked, would it? But it's very much. It's also. It's one of those things where, you know, the voice wouldn't necessarily have matched. It's the same as that sort of famous story of Arnie. Bringing it back to Arnie, importantly. You know, asked to do the German dub of the Terminator, didn't he?
Did they?
Yeah, but, and they said no, you can't. And, you know, because obviously he's a fluent German speaker, being an Austrian. And they said, no, you can't, because basically he would sound like a farmer. Because that's how, like, the sort of Austrians, you know, where he's from in Austria, is sort of viewed as in their dialect. So, yeah, it would essentially be the same as us having sort of, you know, Jethro dubbing it. It would be the sort of nearest equivalent. Yeah, so yes.
Come with me if you want to live.
Basically it, yeah. That's fair. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people did call out for Jethro to get that point. But, that was so close. Disappointing.
Batman's struggling. He's having a hard time.
I think I'll give it to the end of this continue, and if I don't boss this level, I might have to...
call it.
Yeah, basically. Go cowardly.
Yeah.
Finish on a high.
That's exactly it. Blaze of Glory. Like, John Bon Jovi. Except I'm not 5'3". Or well liked. Right. I'm thinking a bit more tactically this time.
Yeah, you've got quite a few weapons. So you got a batarang. What else you got? I noticed you like shooting a free.
I've got the love gun.
The love gun.
I don't know if that's its official
That looks like
name.
a dildo in the top left.
It absolutely does. That's kind of my inspiration for referring to it as the love gun. Childishly. I've done that again. Right, let's switch to that one's the one.
Nice. Oh, the music's amazing.
Yeah, I know. I love this game for that. It's like, it just. I think it just fits the Batman sort of theme so well.
Oh. It really does.
Right, do the sneaky.
That is it.
Nice.
True stealth. And again.
Absolutely ninja on it.
Nice work. I think we might see another boss level here. I'm confident.
This is definitely a better performance this time around.
Oh yeah.
That one's just all about timing your wall jumps.
See, I feel like the music, if I was any good at this and playing this, the music would just...
I'll get you pumped.
Well, I think it would scare me.
It would distract me.
Yeah.
I'd just start fist pumping and head bopping.
Another controller through the wall.
Like a Mr. Motivator workout. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
I know you so well.
This is a much stronger run.
Yeah, I'm doing better this time. I think I'm kind of getting some of the controls down here.
Oh,
jump it.
Last bit of health.
They're killing themselves off. It's all good.
Nice.
Made it through this level. Right,
Ah.
so now hopefully that'll be like a checkpoint and I can just revert back to it rather than having to sort of show any levels.
Oh, there's shit being dropped there.
Okay, so I think this is going to be a case of...
Wait.
Whoa.
Oh, dear.
I think I kind of have to run through, if you see what I mean, sort of just tank it. That's alright, I can live with that.
The agility course.
Or...
This is Batman training school.
Nice.
Ah!
Only one of those left. Oh, all out.
What will he do now?
Oh, shite.
Nothing left now.
Nope, just got to boss it through. Ah!
It's a tough one, this.
Shit.
Nice.
Bit of health there, that's good.
Whoa, okay.
Watch those razor blades. Oh, dear.
Go.
This is a tough game.
Oh yeah, it kind of demands your respect.
Ooh.
Nice, very nice. Okay. That's
Not so nice.
not so nice. Yeah, just drop down. Get out of there. Oh!
That didn't work either.
What happened there?
Appalling. It's good to continue. Ah, that's alright, start me back in.
Have another
Yeah,
crack.
that's
Have another crack at it.
That's it. I said I'd quit if I didn't get past that stage. It's a bit cheap of me to...
Yeah, oh yeah. I think
oh yeah, you're cheap. There's no doubt about that.
us
That was never in question.
and the viewers, us and the viewers, we're owed at least another boss battle.
God, can you actually destroy that?
I don't
Not
think you
looking
can.
good, is it?
No.
Yeah,
Oh.
guess not. Nice.
Much smoother.
What
Much
was it?
smoother that time.
It's good.
Can you just jump over this?
I'm going to try.
Nice.
That'll do. Oh, he's the one who effed you before.
Right, here we go. I'm going to jump from here. Didn't work.
got to try and cut it right down the middle, haven't you?
Yeah, it didn't really work at all.
That's tough.
Oh.
Yeah, I liked that little bit of music.
Yeah.
You got the medicine. It's that famous Louis Theroux moment. It's one of my favourite moments ever, where he's talking to this South African guy. He's like just admitted to breaking someone's legs. And he just says to him, "So did you assault him?" And he just sort of laughs like nothing, and then just like, "Oh, he got a good dose of the medicine." Yeah, like not. Yes, I ruthlessly broke his legs. He got the medicine. You know, you can't really argue with that. You know, when someone says so happily that they have willingly taken part in, well,
violence.
Yeah, some pretty horrific violence of that as well.
This music is going to be in my head for the rest of the night.
Absolutely. You lucky man. I don't think I can get away with cowering under there.
No, it's not going to work.
Smooth.
Much stronger run. Straight down the middle.
Straight down the pipe.
There we go.
Right, what's the difference between going here? Can I get here? Yes. Seems to be a bit more advantageous.
Ooh.
Ah, yeah. Let's get that big chunk.
Oh,
out.
nice.
Oh, good shot.
Straight down the middle.
I'm getting it.
Lovely.
That was the trick there.
That's these little bastards that effed you over.
Here's what I'm going to do with these.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's your health back. Some of it. And some more.
This is a pro run.
I think anyone who can actually play this game well would look at this with scorn.
No.
Boss.
Boss.
What is that?
Bastard. Must be some sort of gun.
Love it.
Oh, this is tough. So you're going to have to take out all of those guns.
How do you take that out? You just jump and...
Like that.
Oh,
with
man.
the head. The back head.
Round 2.
It gets tough.
You get knocked back as well.
Nice.
There we go. Oh,
Sneaky. Nice.
well played.
What now?
It's that thing I'm going to get.
Well, that weird blue gem.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay.
Whoa,
yeah.
okay.
Oh man,
Okay.
this is going to be a tough one. Oh.
Rip off. Right, I'll give it one more try on this because I got a bit of a rhythm the last time, but like no promises on that. You know, see how we go.
Tough
It
fucking game.
sounded like a promise to me.
Well, even if not, we got to see the second boss.
That's
so.
it.
Right. Feeling it a bit more. Feeling it. Which can only be a good thing.
Nearly.
Do that.
How would you feel about doing your own noobs to pros on this, Kelvin?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, actually try and beat this game.
Yeah.
Now, I will mention on this game, actually, it's funny you should mention that, because it's known as having, the Joker at the end is known as being one of the hardest bosses around in video games, so...
Really?
Yeah. It's kind of, it's one of these things where it doesn't really have, like, a real strong pattern or anything,
Yeah.
so you've kind of got to...
Just do it.
Yeah, it's kind of, you've got to kind of be one of those lucky ones where you kind of get him trapped in a pattern, if that makes sense, sort of, and then hope to sort of rinse, repeat, if you get what I mean, so...
Yeah, because when you think about it, that's one of the staples of modern video games is boss fights especially is like is patterns and
it's games like
pattern
this that help
recognition
establish that though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, but he doesn't have a strong pattern. That's a lot of the issue, and he does a lot of heavy damage, but not with any real clear, recognisable pattern. Oh, that's better.
I mean, you could almost argue that any game nowadays that's made without a boss fight is a real. It's going to be tough for people to enjoy it. People play for boss fights. That's what they want.
Yeah, it's an integral part of any storyline. When it comes to video games, is boss fights. I mean, even puzzle games. You get some sort of finale, or it doesn't have to be a fight, but you get some master puzzle, or
Yeah, I give you that. That's a bit crap. I think I'm down to my last life, so last roll of the dice here. But yeah, I know what you're saying. I mean, and like I said, I mean, I know a lot of people pass around sort of terms like hard games, and there's a popular phrase, NES hard, and it's there for a good reason. Games like this helped establish, what NES hard really is. This is definitely up there. And I've played some tough NES games. I'm even proud to say I've completed some tough NES games. Games like Mega Man and Castlevania. I've got through those. I personally think that's harder. This is harder than those, and those have got a real solid rep of being hard games. That's what I was going to say.
Well, Castlevania, and we've seen a little bit of that, haven't we? From what you've showed us, and
yeah,
this is definitely harder than Castlevania.
I think the game, when I played with you guys, it was Super Castlevania 4, and that game's like, that's kind of a remake of the NES version. The NES version's way harder, because they started adding the ability to change your jumps in mid-air on the Super Nintendo version, which was like, excellent if you were, interested in playing the game. And you could whip in like 8 directions, which really helped take out those, enemies. So it was a whole different ball game. But yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm going to get any further on that. I mean, you've seen my pretty woeful performance.
You put in a good run, and again, we come back to that whole point. You put in a better run than me and Ash did. So.
I'm sure yours would have been dauntless, and you would have forged ahead to a glorious conclusion.
You know what? I'm gonna say yes, we would have. Yes, we would have.
Absolutely, false modesty. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed our sort of quick review of Batman. As I said, this is our third now game in the A to Z. So we'll move on to C next, which will be Chuck Rock.
Chunk Rock.
Look forward to it.
Absolutely. The blandest caveman game on offer. Not many worse caveman titles, and there is a surprisingly large amount, but we'll get into that more when we get to Chuck Rock.
Looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Thanks for tuning in. Tug out.